And taking care of our neighbors is such an important part of their corporate world, but of course of our Lions world as well. And we have heard so many reports today that have given us great information about programs that have been developed, membership drives that have been accomplished, growth of new clubs, individual members, service, of course, doesn't get mentioned enough. But I want to thank the 8 district governors personally. We have all just met over the last 24 to 36 hours, and I am duly impressed with your dedication, your passion, and your commitment to our organization. You are great leaders, and we need you. And we need you to continue to share your enthusiasm and passion in the days ahead, and to mentor the incoming leadership from each of your respective districts. I am a little worried about our district governor from 320H, though. I'm a little concerned, a little worried about it. I think his energy level is way up here. Maybe we can sell that to everybody else. But every one of these governors has their own unique and important skills to share. And as a team, they demonstrate that. So congratulations to all of you. I'm going to take a lot of lessons home with me on what I've learned from you these last couple of days. We are here for just a short period of time, but again, we've been given an opportunity to get just a sampling of the amazing service projects that you do. To be able to visit the eye hospital and a dialysis center, and to visit with the Leos. I could talk with you all day about your Leos. Please continue to engage them in why we're here. Our Lions story and the story of our foundation is so important for our Leos to understand, because we don't want to lose a single one of them. We need our Leos to understand that there's a clear pathway to membership as a Lion, and we don't want them to ever think that we don't need them. We have to continue to develop that pathway and move it forward. And will you do that for me? Will you help those Leos to find that pathway forward to Lions? You're going to see our membership grow dramatically if you do, because they're going to bring their friends along. We talked about some of the clubs and districts that have dropped their average age down by several years this year by recruiting younger generations into Lions, and that's the right message. That's the right program to latch onto and continue to drive forward as you go through the rest of this year and beyond. I mentioned before, we've heard a lot of numbers today. I am not a numbers person. I'm sorry. Our international president, Singh, is a numbers person. Am I right? He knows those numbers backwards and forwards. But to get people to re-engage with who they are and why they serve and why they want to continue to serve the world's greatest service organization. All the numbers will still be the numbers. And of course, we're going to talk about that because we do have another year of Mission 1.5 next year. And I am 110% behind that cause. And I believe we are doing great things in our organization. Is it a struggle at times? Yes, we can admit that. Is it worth it at the end for putting in all that extra effort? Yes, it is. Because we're making a difference in the communities where we live. We're bringing in more members that will have a greater impact in our communities. And that's what Mission 1.5 is all about. It is about service. And it's about living that mission and purpose that our organization was founded under almost over 108 years ago to this day. You know, we talk a lot about history in our organization, and of course Helen Keller is one of our heroes in Lions. Helen Keller had a unique relationship with the Lions that began in 1925 when she was a speaker at that international convention, and she challenged the Lions to be her Knights of the Blind in the crusade against darkness. Right? We are still those Knights of the Blind. We still have a purpose of service. And Vision is our #1 service initiative. It is our #1 global cause. We may do more service projects in the areas of environment and hunger, but Vision has to remain #1. It's our bedrock. It's the foundation that Lions is built on. So we're going to talk more about our global causes next year as well. I'm not giving away my theme next year. Don't ask me what my colors are going to be or what my tie is going to look like, because I'm not going to tell you, all right? But I will tell you that we will be looking deeply into our organization. and asking you to ask the question of why. Why did you join? And what purpose did you have? What unfulfilled goal did you have when you first joined Lions that you haven't had a chance to achieve yet? And I want you to also talk about your clubs a little bit more. Because again, we've talked about district results and multiple district results, the great things that can come, the gifts to our foundation, the number of members that we brought in. But in Lions, everything starts with a club. New members don't join a district or a multiple district. They join a club. And it's still by invitation. And I want our new members to understand how important it is that we're extending that invitation, because we believe in them to become great members, great leaders, great donors to our association over time. We don't want them to join our association and sit on the sidelines. We want them to be active Lions. We want them to be engaged Lions. We want them to understand our history, our proud history of 108 years. We want them to know why we still exist today and why we're going to be that much stronger in the next 100 years. So when you bring in those new members, don't let them just be a member. Let them be an active member and teach them about our history. Teach them about the amazing gifts that our foundation has given to people in every corner of the world. Remember, we're at 1.4 million now. In fact, we're just a fraction of a member below the 1.4 million, which means we are making great progress this year. You are a testament to that growth. But we also know that we have 2 very sad days coming up, and we know that too. We talked this a little bit with the council yesterday. December 31st can be a very sad day in the Lions world. And June 30th can be a very sad day in the very Lions world. But we want to turn those into happy days, turn those frowns upside down. We don't want to live in fear of those days. And if we take care of our club members from day one, and we engage them, we have phone calls with them, we send them text messages, we use whatever communication platforms we want to let them know how important they are at the club level, then we don't live in fear of these 2 days of the year when drops happen. Because people will be happier, people will be more engaged, people will be more thankful for their membership in our association. So that is the takeaway I have for you today. I want you to start thinking about your clubs. I know our district governors do, because they're out visiting them. You know, that's part of your role, responsibility. Vice district governors too. But to everyone else here who is supporting the GAT organization, whether you're a leadership person, a service person, a membership or an extension person, and our LCIF coordinators that are here, helping to raise money for the greatest of all foundations. Continue to focus on your individual membership and look for those special people out there that are just looking for you to ask them to take on another task, to consider another role, to move up in the club, become an officer or some position in the cabinet. Look for those new people. Look for the people that hang out in the back of the room, in the back row, because they've got important things to say. They may be thinking about it, but they may need you to ask them. This is that personal human contact that we need to continue to generate. I talk a lot in my remarks about this ever-changing world, especially since the pandemic days, which when you think about it now, we're 5 years past that. We should be right back where we were or even further ahead by now. But in many places in the world, our Lions are still struggling to get back what they lost because things weren't working well. They couldn't get together. They couldn't do the service projects that they were used to doing. So we are still working so hard to get back to that point and to move forward from there. But your energy, your passion, and your knowledge of your communities will get us to where we need to be and take us to even higher heights. And I do believe in all of you. I believe in this organization more than I could ever tell anybody. And I have a lot of faith in you to take us to those new levels. So I wanted to just thank you today for inviting us to be a part of your world, for making us understand what makes Multiple District 320 tick. And there's a lot going on here. And I'm so proud of all of you. And we're going to continue to share your story, if you're okay with that, with the Lions of the world, because I think you have a tremendous story to share. And so I thank you. I know I'm going to see a lot of you at the Assembly Forum. Thank you for being Lions. Thank you for being here at the campaign. And I look forward to welcoming many of you in the years ahead. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Please take your seats. Thank you so much. Now, it is the time to see all our achievers to get honor award ceremony. Now, I request Praveen Mari, please.